What's your name? Because I'm recording you too.
I prefer not to answer, sir.
You have the law requires you to identify yourself to a proper law enforcement officer.
Are you mandating I identify myself?
No, the law says you have to.
What's up, everyone? Today, Cameras Everywhere brings you recent body cam footage from Delhi Township in Ohio, where police respond to a report of constitutionally protected activity. When police arrive, they find a man called Rich conducting his very first First Amendment audit, and they're not too pleased to meet him. As I speak, Rich only has 7 subscribers, so go check him out and subscribe if you want. Thank you for watching Cameras Everywhere once again. Here's the body cam footage.
Let me get his side, and then I'll get your side. So we came out here to discuss this with. I'd like you to stay here. Look, your actions kind of got us to here, so you think you could give me a few minutes to figure out what's going on?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're free to go because I know where to find you.
Excuse me. All right. Sir, thank you. Know where to find. Could I get your name and
No.
please? Okay.
No.
Could I go down the steps, please?
Sure.
Would you move so I can go down
No.
without touching you? No. Are you trapping me here?
No. I just said I'm not moving.
Okay.
Yeah, he calls up places and rant rave on 911 calls. Roswell.
Bye.
No,
bye.
Isn't it law that you have to identify yourself to a police officer when asked to show identification?
Yeah.
Isn't it law that you have to identify yourself to a police officer when asked to show identification?
Yeah.
Is that right? I was informed to let him know.
SUPD refused to identify himself.
Bye.
Are you giving me a lawful order to leave?
You just asked to leave.
No, I asked if I was free to go.
No, you can stay if you like.
Thank you. I don't know why you have an attitude, why
I
you're
don't.
upset with me for exercising First
I
Amendment
don't.
rights. Do you hate the Constitution?
No, I love the
Did you
Constitution.
swear an oath to it?
Every
You
day.
swear
Every day.
you swear. And is what I've done constitutional?
I don't know. What have you done? Tell me what you've done.
Pretty much what you're seeing now is what I've done.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, though. So, like I said, I want to talk to him, get his side, now I want to get your side, but then you said you wanted to leave, but now you're back.
I don't think I said I wanted to leave. I wanted to clarify if I was allowed to leave.
You're allowed.
And you seem to become slow with that response. It seemed like you were trying to find a way to detain me because you didn't give me a straightforward answer the first time I asked.
I've been
Didn't give me a straightforward answer the second time I asked.
Every time I've talked to you, I've been straightforward.
So when I asked if I was free to go, and you didn't give me an answer, but instead you started saying,
I really didn't
well,
get a
I'd
chance
like
to
to
look
answer
into everything where I was. And maybe it's just slower than you think because you've smoked some marijuana today.
No, sir.
And I haven't. Well,
No,
I smelled them. So anyway,
Well, it's not me, sir.
I know it's not us.
No one smelled it until you showed up, and I know it's not me.
All right, well, now you're just being asinine.
And I've watched thousands of these videos. You seem to be the most reasonable person, I'd say. Are you willing to identify yourself? What purpose? For the public record, because as I understand, you're a public servant on duty, and normally it's policy, if not law, to identify yourself. Possibly, I may want to make a complaint in the future. So in that case, it's good to know.
What's your name? Because I'm recording you too.
I prefer not to answer, sir.
You have the law requires you to identify yourself to a proper law enforcement officer.
Are you mandating I identify myself?
No, the law says you have to.
No, I know who you
that's
are.
true. Sir,
Oh, you know who he is?
I believe you
I
have
know
to,
who he is.
I believe
He
you
lives
have to
on QB
suspect me
Way.
of a crime to identify
No,
myself.
no, I don't.
So you're giving me a lawful order to identify
No,
myself?
I'm not giving you an awful order.
Okay. If you need me to
But you are free to go.
myself by law, I will identify
You are
myself.
free to go.
Okay.
So
So, Rich,
before I was rudely interrupted, I think we were having a discussion. Are you willing to identify yourself, sir?
Sure. Last name Pruitt.
Thank you very much. I offer my hand.
I'm good.
Okay, I offer it in a sign of peace.
Okay.
And a
That's fine.
sign of patriotism for this country. Because what I've seen, folks, and I hope you've seen it too, I hope you watch the news, is I've seen a country that's getting destroyed by its own government. I look at the Smollett case.
Okay, you're free to go.
I look at the Epstein case. I look at hundreds of YouTube videos. And then I think that Delhi is a township with integrity. They do the right thing. And here I am committing no crime, being accused of things I did not do. And now,
remember when we spoke?
now I'm at 5 people. One person who was willing to block my exit that I had to go.
We spoke on Thursday, and I said sometimes the way you come off, people don't know how to deal with it, and so that's part of the problem.
That it's okay to harass a citizen that's committing no crime because of the way you feel. You
You just showed up randomly. They don't know if you need help. Got an emergency. Most people that show up here need our services, not just come to hang out with us.
So can I ask, is that a private or public phone?
Private.
Okay, I'm gonna FOIA request that. Please don't erase it. If you do, I understand it's a felony.
You don't even know if I'm recording. For all you know, I'm just
Then
holding.
I'm going to request a phone that hasn't been recorded, and you can reply to that FOIA request.
Anyway,
But you've already admitted on audio-video recording that you're acting as a public servant, not as a private citizen.
so
That's
could you
correct.
tell me why we're here in your words and what I can do to help facilitate?
In the ideal world for Rich Gages,
Uh-huh.
these two, whoever, either would have ignored me or came out, answered my questions, and they would have answered them in a way that wasn't, how can I help you, every other sentence, which is a brush-off approach. And then when the questions were over, they would have went inside, I would have went on my way, and I may have posted this on YouTube saying, look, Delhi Township is a township where their employees, 1, respect the Constitution, 2, they do the right thing when they see people exercising their rights, and 3, they don't block a walkway and make someone go right next to a police officer that's got a pretty mean look. I don't know if that's your natural look or what.
It's natural.
But it
It's
looks
natural.
mean to me. Okay. I apologize then. And now we have responding 3 police officers for someone doing constitutionally protected activity. And what the people that I follow, which is a First Amendment audit people,
I'm familiar.
nothing you do in business, when a business wants to know are their books clean, they hire an outside firm to do an audit.
Okay.
When the citizens want to know if their government is constitutional, they do a First Amendment audit. That means they break no laws. All they do is exercise their First Amendment right to free press. It's one of the foundational things in this country.
I'm familiar.
And if I come across, I think he said that I came across the kind of short or whatever.
Confrontational.
I
is the
apologize
exact
for that.
words
The
I
record will
used.
show otherwise. I apologize for that, did I not?
But remember that I said that
Like,
that's
I
what
apologize to him
sometimes
for that, and he
people,
did not accept.
sets
There's
people
the
back about you with it.
Yes, most people are willing to have their rights trampled in this country, especially those that are being imported in this country in mass, especially the illegal ones being imported in this country in mass. And let me ask you, at this point, have I committed any crime?
Besides the smoking marijuana. But you didn't do it out here in front of me, so no, you're good.
I've had no marijuana today.
I smelled it. Maybe it was on your clothes from yesterday. I don't know. I just know I smell it.
Maybe it's somebody around the corner smoking it.
Could be, but it wasn't
Could be.
strong enough, really.
Well, I don't know what it was. I can't explain it then, but I can say it wasn't me.
Right either.
So aside from what I would call
So I'm wondering, are you finished with your audit and everybody can move on now?
after I told this gentleman earlier, because in my audits, I don't think I'm mandated to be, but I try to be 100% honest. I try to get a message across that people are open to, and obviously, based on his words, I need work on that. But I don't know a better way to do a First Amendment audit than to take a camera, walk around with it, and when someone approaches you, because I didn't approach them, they approached me, to ask a few questions. That's all I did, that's all I tried to do. I tried to be gentlemanly. I've had very high positions in the private sector where I've managed teams. I put together huge ERP infrastructure systems, very complex work, takes a degree, and so I'm not some kind of nutcase or something like that. And I asked them questions much like I would conduct myself in business, and it was my opinion that they escalated.
Well,
And then I show up and I ask if I'm being detained, and I don't get a straightforward answer
I
right
gave you
away.
a straightforward.
I think I had
You
to
got
ask
it,
a question.
you
The
You
record
got
will
fast
show.
enough. Your record
I
can
think
say
I had to
whatever
ask
you want.
three times.
We have
or so.
our records too. It is what it is.
I nicely asked this person who was taken up easily
Okay, all right.
a third of the sidewalk to me so I could walk through. He refused.
We're
Also
just being
refused to
repetitive
identify
at this
himself.
point. Like you said, your evidence will show
You're
whatever
free to
it
go,
will show.
sir.
So, are you finished with your audit?
As I told these gentlemen, I believe I'm finished after y'all leave.
No, I'm going to stay to make sure you leave.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
after that, oh well.
And I'll tell you what I told them as well, because my intent is not to be illegal in any way. Last thing I want to do is
understand
go
that's
to
not your
jail.
But
The first thing I want to do is for people in this country to wake up, realize the situation we're in, realize the danger of it, Because we're talking about a country that is heading in a direction like communist countries. That's no lie, no exaggeration.
We'll
We
agree
just
to
had
disagree.
ABC news anchor off mic admit they had the pedophile ring story with evidence, pictures, witness testimony, and they buried the story. That's the state of this country. The enemy of this country is not this person. The enemy are those who are letting pedophile rings
Again, like I said,
get
I don't
away
think it's what
scot-free.
you do. I
The
think it's how you
enemy
come off.
are those people that are harassing citizens that are committing their crimes while letting pedophiles get away scot-free. There's no logical explanation why, when they have Epstein in a jail cell, 2 cameras go down, the 2 regular guards are replaced, they're caught illegally editing records, and what happened? The warden was transferred. You don't believe me? I respect that. Go and research it yourself.
We talked about that on Thursday.
What happened in the Smollett case? Was justice served?
We talked about that also. I don't have the answers that you're looking for.
Did you research it?
I didn't get time yet.
Fair enough, sir. I appreciate you.
I only had a 24-hour window for my favor.
Get a favor back, that's right. I thought that was fair.
That was fair.
And I appreciate you smiling now. Really, this is the interaction I want.
Right, but
I
you don't come
want-
off that way.
That's your normal look. So
The problem, Rich, isn't what you're saying. It's how you come off.
give me a little leeway. I'll work on it. I'll work on
Well,
it. This
here's
isn't
the
my
problem.
last audit.
Rich, if
I'll
you
work on
had
it.
smiled at all when we opened the door, this wouldn't have been
Yeah,
a
no
problem.
offense. You're kind of coming
Really?
off with the Unabomber
Well, let
vibe,
me ask you this.
with the phone,
Let me ask
the
you this.
sunglasses.
When
and-
someone makes a mistake like I
Wow.
made, as you describe it, what should I do?
Hi, how are you today?
I mean, do you
And then
think an
just
apology
explain
would
what
be
you're doing.
appropriate?
No, just, hi, how are you today?
No, I mean,
Just
where we are
explain what
right
you're
now,
doing.
right here, right now, what would be appropriate for me to do?
Smile and go on your day.
Okay.
Is that fair?
You don't think an apology would be appropriate?
Not necessary. I don't think
Okay.
it's
If I
necessary.
offered one, would you accept it?
I assume so.
If you didn't accept it, and I meant it sincerely, would that be a bad thing?
I don't see why. I mean, it might make you feel bad, but it's not a bad thing.
The reason why is because when someone apologizes, they're trying to put an end to something that, in the past, when someone accepts that apology, generally it puts an end to it. When they don't accept the apology, it's like they got a chip on their shoulder, and whatever they felt was wrong to them, it's still outstanding. Now, I apologize to this gentleman directly on unedited audio videotape. He does not accept my apology as a public servant when I did nothing wrong based on the law's eyes. So, I don't think that's the way public servants should
First thing you
behave.
got to remember, and just because you don't think you offended someone doesn't mean they're not offended.
You mean their feelings?
Yeah, and just
Feelings
because
don't trump the Constitution.
doesn't. Oh, I understand that, but your apology's not in the Constitution either.
That's right.
Nothing in the
I did
Constitution
that on my own
says
free will.
anything about accepting an apology.
To hand
or not
out an
accepting
olive
an
branch
apology.
where I think you all are the offenders. I went the extra mile to apologize.
And you either.
Well,
I think that when someone asks you if they're being detained, you ought not try to give different answer than the question they're
I didn't think
asking.
about it for half a second.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, I really don't have anything negative against you. I
We haven't had any
I don't
issues.
think 3 police showing up for a person that's exercising a constitutionally protected activity is appropriate. In fact, I would say it's not only not appropriate, it's an intimidation tactic.
I can
And
give
it's
you
a
a reason
Title
why
18
it's
violation.
appropriate.
Excuse me, sir, I was speaking. You just cut me off halfway through my sentence. Did you not?
I can give you a reason why it is appropriate.
Yes, sir. I asked you if you just cut me off halfway
I
through
did
my
cut
sentence.
you off, absolutely.
Okay.
I did. But I can give you a reason why it's appropriate for these gentlemen to be here, and it involves myself.
I'm not talking with you now,
Okay,
sir.
because the last time
Sir,
I
I do have more
it's
respect for you probably than I've been able to display. And I can tell you, I went up to the PD department today. If you got cameras or whatever, you see the video of me walking all around. I did 100% effort to stay in the publicly accessible places, to obey the law, and I believe I did. I was going to ask for 2 complaint forms and 1 commendation form. Because I'm not anti-police, I am anti-bad police. And I think when police intimidate people out of their First Amendment activities, that those are bad things to do. And
Well, the office will be open tomorrow, and also the staff that can take that complaint.
okay, thank you.
So just come up tomorrow. Today's Veterans Day, so everything's kind of not the usual routine.
Fair enough.
Easy enough.
I hear you. Thank you.
So we finished that.
I'm finished with speaking with them. I'm glad to speak with you if you want to converse more.
Nah, I think I'm good for now. I
Awesome.
appreciate it. When I get a chance, I am gonna look up that stuff, but been a busy day. Haven't had a chance, and
I totally understand.
I'm sure we'll talk again at some point.
I imagine we will. And hopefully it's under better circumstances.
Well,
I can say
don't
that I'll
think this had
probably
to
be
be
doing more
bad
of this.
circumstances, and I don't think it was that bad.
It really wasn't.
Circumstances, besides kind of, upsetting the firemen because they're not, you kind of came off a little rough.
Well, you weren't here, sir, so you're going on hearsay. And I think that's exactly
No,
what
but I
you
can
should
tell
be
from
doing.
his actions how he feels.
You know how I feel? How
This
do I
is not
feel?
his normal demeanor and how he normally
I
talks.
told
so
you
know
directly that I felt harassed by this person, so how do I feel? You didn't mention that.
That.
You
But
only
you're
mentioned-
not on his doorstep.
you only
You're on his doorstep.
as
He's
an-
not on yours.
Well, let's be clear about this.
If he showed up at your doorstep, you would be.
See, that's the exact kind of argument that is radically unrighteous.
Well,
This
here's
is
the
not.
problem.
Let me
Here's the
explain,
problem.
sir.
Being
Let me
real
just
quick.
explain.
Being real quick. There's ways to go about things, and that's the difference, Rich. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I'm saying how you're coming across and how you're doing it is. That's it.
Let me ask you
Otherwise,
this:
philosophically, we're good.
Are all the people who don't know where their government is on the First Amendment because they've never audited them? They're just kind of taking their word for it. They're just kind of assuming they're doing the right thing based on police who have a good reputation. They can never lie. We trust them no matter what they say. Are they doing the right thing more so than I am?
No, that's
Or am I
their
doing the
choice.
right thing by bringing the truth to their doorstep on their computer?
Right.
Now, sir, let me ask you this because I want to point this out because this is where I've lost the most respect for you.
We got
And I can say that I still have respect for you.
Not
But
us.
when you
It's
claim
the
as a
high
defense
stakes.
mechanism that I came to his place
who
and
has
that
that?
he didn't come to my place,
36?
one, that comparison is radically wrong for two reasons. One, it's a public place, my home's a private place. Two, this place,
Quasi-public.
let me just clarify without getting cut off. This place is as much my place as it is his place. I pay taxes, and I would suspect I paid as much taxes as you. Maybe not, but that's not the point. I regress. This is as much my place as it is his place.
But it's not.
Who's this owned by?
Delhi Township.
And is this a public place?
Yes and no.
Does the public own this? What's
You
the
don't
yes?
specifically, but the public does, yes.
So the public owns this. Am I
Yes.
part of the public?
You're part of it, but that doesn't make it all yours.
Now, being part of the public, am I allowed to be in this public place I'm in right now without being harassed?
Well, the problem is you're not really being harassed. They wanted to know what was going on.
Dodge, sir. That's what we call a dodge. Now, I can tell you
Tell me how you were
what my
harassed.
mom used to tell me when I was a little kid is that sometimes in the heat of the moment, I won't realize certain things, but I've always come back afterwards, after thinking about it, and apologized to the people I've wronged. And I'm hoping that you're similar, that you give this some thought. And I understand if you say, hey, the approach I'm taking is wrong, but I beg of you, don't let the approach or the messenger take away from the value and the essence of the message. And that message is that this country is being destroyed by what should be public servants. And I'm not talking about you right now. I'm talking because I'm still auditing y'all. I don't know if you're good public servants or bad ones. I understand sometimes people have frictions in the heat of an audit. And
They didn't understand what was going on.
exactly, they don't understand
And I
the First
didn't
Amendment.
until
They
I
don't
recognized
understand
you knew what
First Amendment
what
audits.
you're about.
They don't understand that I have a right to do what I do without having 3 police officers come by, block sidewalk when politely asked
4.
to move. I apologize, sir. You're so quiet and nice.
I'm just standing here, just keep taking everything in. How's that?
I forgot about you, I'll be honest. I
All right.
apologize for that. In fact, I have more respect for you than anyone over in these floors.
I don't
I
care.
haven't spoke with her, but sir, I'll say straightforward,
I don't care.
and that's fine, I'm going to say it anyway,
Don't care.
that when someone asks you to move from a public sidewalk,
I wasn't in your way.
you were in the way.
I wasn't in the way.
Right in
That's
the
your opinion and
Were you
mine.
right? Well, the camera tells what the fact
Okay.
is.
All right.
Were you right in the middle of the sidewalk?
I was sitting at the top of the steps.
Right in the middle? From
No.
left to right?
I was more probably about 48%.
Were you standing like you are now?
No, I was standing this way.
I see. Taking up on a third of the sidewalk, right in the middle. Politely asked to move. So
You had 60% of the
Someone
sidewalk
did
to
place
utilize.
things so my
Big
actions were
sidewalk, Rich.
misinterpreted.
You had 60% to utilize. I had about 40.
Camera
So you
tells
had the
otherwise.
majority.
The camera tells otherwise. Why didn't you move? Just curious.
I didn't have to.
So you didn't move just because you didn't have to?
Same reason you did.
Same reason you did.
I did move.
Okay.
I was
But that
trying
was
to
your choice.
move down the steps and I ran into you.
You didn't run into me.
Well, I mean, figuratively, I walked to where I felt you were obstructing the sidewalk, where you might feel.
It's not a sidewalk.
Because I'd have to get so close to get by you.
It's not a sidewalk.
I've been corrected.
You have.
I think you have the potential to be a YouTube star.
Thank you.
Rich, where are
I
we
think
going
the
from
High
here?
Police has the potential to receive tens of thousands of phone calls about you.
Good. I'm glad.
So, Rich, where are we going from here? You done, or what we got?
I'm going to go about my day as I am
Okay.
right now.
Well, so you go about your day. I think we're going to go about our.
Hey, we have to go serve the public. We have
Alright.
discussed.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Alright.
So this isn't.
Adam's going to stay with me for a while. And,
I don't have that kind of time, Rich. I
You
wish I
staying?
did.
Because I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I gotta run.
Another one, you have your details.